Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Subrata Sarkar. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry since last 20 years. Today I'll discuss the case study of Jio. Now in 21st century, the data is going to be the new oxygen for the people. Everybody needs data every time actually. Everything in life is getting connected to the internet. Rather you can say the mobile phone, like your banking, your ticket booking, everything like WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, email, everything. So people are without earlier days this people don't think about life without oxygen. So nowadays people don't think about life without data. So data is the new oxygen for the 21st century. Now before Jio came into the market, there are major three player in telecom industries are Airtel, Idea and Vodafone. Now Airtel, Idea and Vodafone, their revenue 60 to 70% revenue was come from the this voice call. This data was not that was not a popular area of the business or area interest of the business. Now Jio has this identified that area of the business, and they have invested. Jio has invested 2.5 lakh crore Indian rupees INR for this 4G technology, to bring this 4G technology, and how it is cost. I'll come up with that. So till date, the total amount of this capital investment by Airtel, Idea, Vodafone in India, and what Jio has invested 2.5 lakh crore is 3 times more than their altogether amount actually. This telecom industry market like Airtel, Vodafone, etc. In management there is a strategy called Blue Ocean strategy and Red Ocean strategy. Red Ocean strategy means like there are a lot of competitors, and competitors are always fighting with each other, and there is a very less margin. So still because there is no option actually, and this Blue Ocean strategy means there will be only one player, and they will play without without any any worried actually, and they can play. It is something different from monopoly. Now you can say the fiber optic cable, this Reliance Jio has bought from the 8,000 kilometer from Europe. This is a very costly fiber optic cable laying through the sea bed, and this is a huge cost actually involved. So that's why this altogether this 4G project was 2.5 lakh crore. You can see that this cabling is from this is a huge network actually from Europe basically. Now this in this telecom industry like 2G and 3G, this Airtel, Vodafone, Idea has already invested a lot. Now it is very difficult for them to invest further for the 4G technology, whereas Jio has not invested earlier in the 2G and 3G sector. So Jio has newly invested for the 4G sector. So it is easy for them Jio to invest. Now you can see in this graph, in this map actually, like these are the Airtel covers 13 state actually, Idea cover 11 state, and this Vodafone cover this 9 state, and Jio has covered 22 state completely actually. So this is the way actually Jio is, and you can as the fiber optic cable is there, so speed of this Jio this internet is much higher than much in the sense like 4 to 5 times higher than this existing speeds of the Airtel, Vodafone and Ideas. And Jio has given this a lot of offer and etc. to attract the this customer actually, like free calling, free roaming, free SMS, etc. like 1 GB per day only rupees 399 rupees. So it's so to spread it into the market, and so they are not thinking at this point like whether it is getting profit or not. We all know that this is a white revolution. We know this green revolution that Jio has bought in India, that is called digital revolution actually. This for one in against one Aadhaar card, Jio has issued 8 number of this SIM, so that things can be spreaded very fast actually. So documentation for all this to get a SIM is very less, and earlier it took about 1 day to get a connection in the SIM, and nowadays through other card for this digital actual process, in this in 15 minutes you can get connected connections for your new SIM actually, Jio SIM rather you can say. So these are the things actually just taking care, so that the business can expand like anything actually. And you can see here in this graph, just a bottom line figure, you can see in 2016, the total number of SIM card in India was for a 6.2 crore. And in 2017 August, in 1 year after Jio entering into the market with the 4G SIM, it is 105 crore number of SIM is in operation altogether in India. So as Jio is majorly contributed in this huge. Now the investment which Jio has made 2.5 lakh crore for their fiber optic cable to getting this this technology actually. So it is they have a calculations actually. If now they are giving a lot of offer to the industries, and if they catch the 70% of the customer, like 500 crore SIM, that will be 70 crore approx. And if the revenue per bill per month for a person is 150 rupees, then the revenue per month for the 70 crore SIM, it will be 10,500 crore. So revenue per year will be 1.25 lakh crore, but Jio has invested 2.5 lakh crore. So in 2 years of time, they will get their money back actually. So this much of investment capability is not with the other this telecom player. So this is how actually they have taken this new revolution actually in this telecom industry. Now actually Jio has taken this is like giving 1 GB in every day, for 2 GB every day for rupees 399. Is it profitable? I think it's not profitable actually. There is a strategy in business called loss leading strategy. Knowingly you will make a loss, like reducing the cost of your product or the service, so that by the time your competitor will be finished from the market. So this is the strategy actually Jio has taken. So now everybody going to Jio, and they're loving Airtel and all these things. Now you can see, like in saturated market, this telecom market like Airtel, Vodafone, this voice call 2G, 3G market, it was totally saturated and is a basically red ocean market. Every day there is a competition, like someone is giving offer for like this giving some discount, so other has to give some other, it's the same discount, otherwise the competition. But Jio has totally turned off the different concepts and invested a huge amount which other competitor cannot do. And so they have in the saturated market also, Jio has created a monopoly actually. And because they have a customer centric focus and for a long term, and that made the success. And while the Vodafone, Idea, Airtel, they are thinking for the everyday success actually. Now in business there is this things called this barrier pricing. Like for example, you can sell a gun maybe at the cost of 50,000, and the bullet of the gun, you can keep your margin on the bullet of the gun. So once a person purchases the gun at a less price, but he has to purchase the bullet. So from a company will earn from the bullet. In the same way, like printer and cartridge. Nowadays you will find there's a printer for the home use at the cost of 3,000 rupees only, whereas the cost of the cartridge is new cartridge is close to 2,000 rupees. So once you purchase the printer at a very cheap rate, but to run the printer you have to purchase the ink. Similar this blade and razor syndrome. So these are the things actually. So Jio has adopted the same. Now they have created this system, and everybody started using high speed internet. Now they are this plan for these something, so that they can earn money and people will be habituated to using this this high speed internet earlier, which was not there. Now so the way you can see, like 1 year back also, the way Jio has spread it, and now they are taking this business. So they have their this growth. First they have taken the loss leading strategy, and then this is called growth hacking strategy. They have that was on the back side actually. Like growth hacking strategy means there are 5 points in growth hacking strategy in any business. One is called acquisition, then after acquisition it comes the activation, then the retention, then referral, then revenue. There's 5 things Jio has actually in their plan actually. Now in simple I'll explain what is that. Like acquisition, like they have captured the customer of the Airtel, Vodafone and Ideas. So they acquired this customer, and the activation actually they have given a lot of offer and things, so people are busy with this the Jio things. And once they habituated to the things, and now they announce that after that this payment has to be done. So now for a retention of the customer, they have extended their offer. Like up to March, they'll give this free data and all these things, so that is extended for the October or something. So in this way they have for retention of the people. And now when they have given all this facility to the person like who are happy with using the Jio, and once somebody is asking to him like those who are a Jio user, how is Jio, so obviously they will get the referral for it immediately. So new people get started, after getting the reference they started using, and then they'll settle their billing process. Actually now that is 150 rupees per month or something, so that so now they have revenue, so they have kept the earning of revenue at the last. That was the business strategy in Jio. So that is why they are truly successful actually in a big way in Indian telecom industry. Nowadays for customer retention package, Airtel, Vodafone, they are trying a lot, but giving a lot of offer. Like if you take this set, so you'll 1 year or 2 year, this there will not be any charges, but it's too late actually. And the way Jio has invested in their level, this Airtel, Vodafone, they cannot compete actually in that sense. Actually years back also, like Airtel was bigger than Jio, but nowadays Jio is bigger than everybody in India, like for Airtel, Vodafone, Arias, and I think. And those who have this watch my video in YouTube, that is a 5G internet connections, you can go through that, so you will find some information. Now this Reliance Jio has already planned 1 year back actually, you can say from 2016, this how this 5G will be introduced actually, and they have everything, improvements and everything is done for the 5G. They are basically ready with the 5G, but the 5G they are not going to introduce at this moment, because 4G is until it is established and their market reputation, everything is stable, then they will immediately, maybe in 2019 or 20, early 20, they'll introduce this 5G internet connection. So then again further some further revolutions in the mobile this telecom industry will come, the way this 4G Jio has brought these revolutions. So if you find this presentation is interesting for you, you can share this video with your friends. Thank you very much for your attention and time.